A very good evening to you. Thanks for clicking on to this UK and Europe video forecast for this evening. It's now November 3rd, and we've seen the arrival of the cold front associated with the latest area of low pressure out in the Atlantic, and it remains out in the Atlantic because of the blocking high that's been dominating central parts of Europe over the past several days, even the past week or so. And what that's been doing is it's been deflecting areas of low pressure. They of course have been queuing up on a very active Atlantic storm track over the past several days now. And what that's doing is the high that's over Europe is blocking the eastward migration of these areas of low pressure. What they would normally do is cross through the UK and into the continent of Europe. However, because of that block, that closed door, we are seeing those areas of low pressure approach Ireland, slow down, and because there's no door open there, it then gets deflected up towards Iceland. And what that's doing is the actual cold fronts associated with these low pressures are slowly sweeping across the UK and Ireland, and what they're doing is, because of their slow movement, we are seeing some pretty prolonged heavy rain. The problem also, folks, is with the high pressure over Central Europe and the low pressure out to the west, and the cold front moving in, the cold front itself activates and enhances a southerly flow. We've been seeing that for the past few weeks now. What that's doing is it's pulling very warm air from the south. As the cold front meets that warm air, it then intensifies, sharpens that cold front, and produces some very, very heavy rain. The problem is, of course, the slow movement of that cold front and the rain associated along that boundary. It's slow moving, persistent, and we are seeing flooding, unfortunately. Further south, the same cold front that's impacting the Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland and the UK is also pushing through the Iberian Peninsula at the moment. We're seeing Portugal and Spain, very heavy rain. The problem is, of course, down at that more southerly latitude, we're seeing warmer air getting tapped from both Africa, as well as it's getting sucked up from the very warm waters of the Mediterranean Sea. As the cold front then sweeps through, tapping into that warm, moist air, we're seeing very intense thunderstorms form along the front. The concern, of course, is as that front sweeps through, we're seeing very heavy torrential flooding rainfall through Spain, Portugal, into southern France, and as well as that in the southern parts of France and Italy as well, even in the Balkans, perhaps even Greece in the coming days. What it's doing is we're seeing an actual area of low pressure form and basically track just south of the area of high pressure. There's a weakness in the high pressure on its southern edge over southern Europe. What that's actually going to do is it's going to detach itself from the main jet stream. It's going to be a cut-off low, and into next week we're going to be seeing a very unsettled, cool, wet, windy pattern for parts of Spain and Portugal into southern France and Italy. So unsettled there. What we will see as well is the high pressure itself, the centre, which is over Germany and Poland at the moment, producing clear, calm skies, mild temperatures. It's going to migrate towards the north and northwest. So in the coming days, folks, we're actually going to see the UK start to see a more settled pattern. High pressure, the centre of high pressure, is actually going to settle more over us. So therefore, we're going to be seeing more sunny conditions and calmer winds. By day, temperatures will rise into the double digits above freezing. By night time, because of the clear skies and light winds, we're going to be seeing some frost develop, probably quite widely as well, throughout the UK, away from the moderating influence of the sea surrounding the UK. But certainly we've got a few days of good, clear, calm conditions across the UK, unsettled across southern Europe, and while we glance over towards Eastern Europe, we'll see a very, very deep trough, very, very cold air getting forced down from the north, and we could be seeing the first below freezing days for parts of places like Archangel down into St. Petersburg, Moscow, and perhaps even Kiev as well. We'll be seeing the first signs of true winter for places across Eastern Europe. Of course, the block and high pressure, once that breaks down, folks, we'll see these areas of low pressure, which are deepening as they cross the North Atlantic Ocean. What we'll see is they'll cross basically directly over the UK, I think, and we will see stormier conditions. But those heavy rains won't be as persistent. The problem, of course, is they're being slowed down by the high pressure over Central Europe. Therefore, we're seeing heavy rain because of the moist southerly airflow that's meeting this air over the UK. This cold front is producing the recipe for flooding rainfall like we've seen today. The thunderstorms across places like Birmingham and down towards the southwest of England. That is going to continue if you've got this type of pattern. Very mild conditions as well. Temperatures probably 17, perhaps even 18 tomorrow across the southeast. 13, 14, perhaps 15 across Scotland. So we continue to see an unsettled pattern and a very mild pattern across the UK and the majority of Europe. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a terrific evening, folks. Bye for now.